Hey, Whiskey Fiends, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
Today we have Smoke Wagon's Rye. This is a bottled and bond, and it is one of the newer core offerings out of Smoke Wagon.
Cool.
So it's great because sometimes you fall in love with the bottle and it's limited edition. Well, this is going to be a standard.
Awesome. Nice.
I hear that it's 51% rye and 49% malted barley.
When you hear these things, where do you put your ear? Where?
In the glass.
Okay, I told you.
Sounds good.
Cool. So, we just want to preface that we did get a sample.
Preface.
What she said. I just read the words and that's how my mind, I
We
read
did,
books.
yes.
I read books. I don't talk intelligently. I just read books.
Fair.
There you go. So, we got a sample. We loved it. And we're like, okay, we'll just go get one then. Because, we're not about the hype. We're not about the hype. We enjoyed it. And I think we can delve into it a little bit more because we were drinking that one night that we were tasting it.
It's true.
So now we're coming off as being a little bit more sober. So let's give it a fair chance. Do we
Well,
really like it?
I'll try.
Because we'll talk about the price as well.
That's a great point. I would like to say that. Do you remember when they couldn't get the amber glass and they went to this clear glass? I'm kind of glad that they chose to use the clear glass for their new rye because it kind of sets it apart on the shelf a little bit, and it looks really good with the silver and green. It's pretty snazzy.
Originally, I wanted to get some of the other ones that were in the clear glass. I'm like, it's so beautiful, but I was like, we don't need any more. We still have a bottle, that's over halfway, so we don't need it.
So this is a bottle and bond product, so it is 50%. It is Indiana, so Ross and Squibb.
I
finally
like
got it.
MGP.
Yeah,
Better.
I do too.
I'm gonna still say it.
Can you tell me what you're getting on the nose? Because I'm having a fruit experience.
I'm not getting like a fruit experience like you are. I'm getting what is a note that you like to call outdoors.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of that Redwood Empire, not is it the Rocket Top, the rye?
The Rocket Top rye.
It's kind of like that on the nose.
Absolutely. But I was for some reason I was getting every once in a while I'm getting a hint of banana runt.
Oh.
Just every once in a while.
Okay,
like a
I get that, but I would never perceive that as banana. But when you said runt, okay, you know how those runts have like that
weird coating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Every once in a while.
I didn't know how to correlate to the word, so I was like,
banana runt is weird. But smells delicious.
No one liked a lot of the banana runts. I liked them.
Oh, I mean, I always ate them last because,
I usually save the best for last.
Oh, I do the opposite.
No.
Can we get into the...
Do it.
The fun part?
This is bottle and bond, right?
Yeah.
It's only 50%.
Yeah. That's
It drinks like
it's crushable.
Like it's 43, 44. Okay. It's very soft on the nose though, except all I can get is like if you're like in the wilderness. In the wintertime.
Take a nice hefty sip and halfway like you get all this thin, it's like almost like it hits my palate like water. So like thin honey sweetness, and then halfway through when it hits the middle literally the middle part of my mouth, it goes pepper, like spicy. But not like I want to hurt you.
No.
I get a little pepper on the mid-palate.
But it's soft. It's very soft.
White pepper.
Okay.
That's what they call white pepper, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know all these peppers. So this, you could tell that it's a barely legal rye. It's very sweet with like vanillas and all that kind of stuff. So I probably would pour this for someone who says they don't like rye.
I agree.
Don't tell them it's a rye. And they will know none the wiser that they were drinking a barely legal, but it was a rye.
It's very honey.
It is. This is very nice and sweet. It's actually a lot sweeter than I thought it would be.
Same.
It's not something that I would probably put drops of water in or put it on ice.
No.
You just drink it as it is because it drinks well below its proof. It is thin, but
the texture is.
It's very easy to drink. Super easy to drink.
It's still a little warm out here.
Yeah.
I think this is a perfect transition between your summer whiskeys and your fall whiskeys because it's bringing in the little. I'm getting I'm getting pepper spice on the back, not overwhelming because I have a level of. I'm getting on the tongue. I'm getting a little peppery spice. but it's not to the balance where I don't like it. You get all that sweetness, and because of the texture is fairly thin, it's not very it doesn't feel very heavy. I think it's a perfect transition whiskey from summer to fall whiskeys.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're getting that nice, light, bright feel from summer with the honey, but at the finish, you get a little peppery spice for the autumn. I think it's awesome.
There's a slight, almost, like those discs? The green ones. Of, like,
Spearmint?
the spearmint. You know, when you go out at, like, a restaurant, and instead of, like, the fancy mints that they have that are just, like, those weird things that dissolve in your mouth, the ones that come with a wrapper. Because that's hygiene very friendly. It's red or green. Everyone always gets the red.
Are you talking about the Starlight ones?
There you go. The green is where it's at.
I disagree.
Yeah, because it's sweeter and it has more flavor.
It's sweet spearmint.
Exactly. I get a little bit of that. A little bit of that towards the back.
Oh.
Mid to back palate. And that's where it's like, maybe that's where the rye's kicking in. Mm-hmm. You get that? Or is it just because I want a mint?
Or maybe because you have them more often than I do.
Probably.
I try to avoid those.
No one eats them. I feel bad. I don't dislike the red ones, but no one eats the green ones.
This is just a really great offering out of Smoke Wagon. Should we talk about the price, and is it a good value?
The price is high.
Oh. Well,
it's high.
High, what does that mean? Sub 50 or 50 plus?
$65.
Oh, I like it at 50.
I thought it was 50.
Oh.
$65. This is where
rye is more expensive, so that's the deal. Rye is at least, I think he said, so for those of you that are familiar with Smoke Wagon, you know that Aaron is very involved with social media, and when this was being released, he did do some Instagram posts, and he did say he pays significantly more for the rye to be put down. I think it was like anywhere between 20 to 30% more for rye than the bourbon. So I could see, like, in my mind, this comes out as a bottle and bond. This comes out in I would anticipate the small batch price range, which is 50.
Yep.
That rye tax bumped that puppy up to 65. I get it. It sucks. It just feels that the prices of whiskey is just climbing, and unfortunately, those are the new normals. So maybe you should just maybe we should just keep drinking to dull the price tag. Do you like?
I like
that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather overpay for whiskey than overpay for gasoline.
I can't drink gasoline, so I'm there with you. I'm not getting the spearmint.
It's slight. It's because there's so much sweetness in it. That sweetness in that spearmint
kind of melts together.
Yes, it's not like a straight up just like spearmint gum. It's that sweetness or the tinge, tiny little dangerous.
So when I choked because
you choked on the spearmint. That's what it was.
Well, I'm getting a lot of black pepper in my throat because of the.
I'm not getting so much pepper. It has a little bit of spice kick to it, but it's not like overwhelming.
I didn't say it was.
Okay.
Just a light pepper in my back.
I'm calling it right now. Check back. I'm calling it now. We're gonna do this in a blind with other barely legal bottle and bonds.
Ooh, I like
Let's
this
see how it stacks up, because this is about double the price.
Ooh, so we should. Ooh, let's see if that pretty bottle gets you a little extra.
Don't steal our idea. Well, you can.
Check it back in. So, for all of you, you should. So for all you Smoke Wagon fans out there, have you had a chance to get the rye? It's coming in at 50% ABV.
Yeah, I like it, but it is at a much higher price point, so I think that's more of a personal preference.
Correct. So give us your thoughts below in the comments, and while you're down there, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications, and you can join us in our next video. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this whiskey a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's helping me transition to fall.
It is.
All right. I like this whiskey. Cheers.